Okay, I've never been down in this bottom before. I can't believe I haven't, but the dump and the house is up that way. The upper eastern path is there. Creepy Valley's that way. And the pond is right there. And look at these gorgeous flowers. I've never seen these before. Anybody know what those are? It is so pretty down here. There's more of those flowers. Right there. Right up from the creek. Those are so pretty. I think this is an area that the Bigfoots probably hang out in a lot because we hear a lot of vocalizations coming from down in this area. Like last night, we just heard a really loud one. There's no doubt a Bigfoot. And it came from down in this direction. I'm on the other side now. This is just so pretty, I had to get it recorded. This is an open field down from the eastern path, behind the dump, and down from Creepy Valley up there. I'm just up from that creek that I was just at. I've never shown you guys this field either. It's a nice secluded little field. I can imagine they might hang out down in here too. It's just up from the pond. I've never gone back in here very often, so I'm going to explore back in this. Just up from the pond. There's the barn, you can see it, the roof. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. I came from up there. There's a little stream running down to the pond. And this looks like it would be a great little lookouts place if you're wanting to keep an eye on what was going on at the pond. That would serve as a blind. I'm not saying they made it, but you could hide back in here pretty good. Keep an eye right down there. Because usually that's where I come from, is right over there from the barn. See, the barn's up there. Most everybody comes down in here from one of the, either over here or over there. think I'm going to try to go that way unless I get all caught up in briars. Which looks like a very good possibility. I've never been up here, so I hope I find some Bigfoot stuff, but it's pretty thick up in here. So far, not anything much. Just making my way through briars slowly. But it's fun to go to these places where I haven't been before. Sometimes you just gotta suck it up and go through the briars. So I've absolutely never been to this side of the pond. Pretty cool. This is the area in the back, behind the back field. Right up in there is where I found that one X. Hard to explain where. The one from the back, anyways. And right up there is the gifting log. Right up the top of that hill. And this is a really cool little valley down in here. I haven't been back in here for at least a year. But I was wanting to get through all those briars to get back in here to see what's behind that X, so just haven't been able to make it down in here for a while, so I'm going to explore around. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's a stick stuck in the ground. That's a good sign. It's probably 3 feet long. Oh, well, I suppose that could have fallen. I'm gonna look back around back in here. I might keep recording because you never know what might happen. I got whooped at from right up in there. It's super loud one time. In the morning. It was like 7:30. Now it's probably closer to... Let me see what time it is. 10:18. Little baby ferns. I've only been up on these hills a couple times, I would say. Yeah, that's getting really thick. Oh, look, another balloon. Huh. I wonder why I find those all over the place. Are they just blowing in? Or Bigfoot's collecting them, or what? I don't think it's the one they took. I'm gonna keep going this way. Maybe I'll make it to the top of the hill. See what's up in here. 4 wounds. Look at my pretty crabapple tree. I love it. Just getting back from my walk down in the woods. Wow, that is so pretty. Last time I was down here, I do not remember this big log being across this path. And I'm not sure where it came from. There's a tree right there that it could have been, but boy, would that have been a tall. I guess it could have been it. I'm not sure though, but kind of odd that it's right across the path. This is very pretty down in here. There's a whole bunch of those flowers I love. Some more over there. And I found some over here. I don't know what they are. I'm gonna get up there to Creepy Valley and just walk. I'm thinking that looks a little odd. It's a lean. It fits perfectly in. There. Okay, on the That's possibly something, but I'm not sure. Let's see. It kind of looks like a triangle. And that's a stick in the ground. So yep, that's something for sure. We got the stick in the ground, some kind of triangle Y stick formation right here. Just up from that lean too. Oh, look there. Another triangle. That's looking a little strange too. Yeah. It's making an X. I'm gonna do all this bushwhacking today. That's a little strange. That's leaned upside down into that tree. I don't know if it fell there or what. I was gonna say that's deadfall, but I'd say that kind of looks like a little blind. Because right up there's Creepy Valley path. And this looks pretty woven, if you ask me. Yeah, look at all these branches and stuff. It looks like something could just climb in there, maybe something smaller, sit down. This whole hill's got stuff on it. Yeah, it looks like there's something's been sitting there maybe. Something there. Something there. That's pretty cool. Yay, the path. I do not feel like bushwhacking today. Alright. My curiosity kills me though. I want to go up in there. Oh jeez, I'm gonna have to go check that out. Looks like a possible break. This area feels squatchy. I don't know what else to call it. That could be deadfall from those trees, so. Huh. I don't know, this place feels weird. I mean, it feels kind of good in a way, but it also feels... Oh, there's a little break. Whoa. Not gonna go far from the path. There's a little arch. That's new. It's pinned right there. Well, that's cool. Like I said, that's new. I don't remember seeing that before. Sweet. And there it is from the path. That's new. Just so happens to be right where I filmed the jumper. Right in that clump of trees. I suppose it could just be old, but dang, right across the path. Well, what in the world? Stick right in the middle of the path. Yeah, I ain't gonna mess with it. Huh. Wonder why here. First the trail's blocked off now. That stick in the ground. That was not here last time. I was down through here. There's a little trail. Okay, I'm gonna record behind me again. Look at that. That's weird. I'm not going to mess with it. I have to look at it. Huh. That's different. There's a pretty cool little spot. Right where this turn is on the path. Looks like a nice little spot. And it's made into a bit of a triangle or an X or both. Right there in that little cubby hole. Maybe just sit and watch. Maybe. This is probably nothing, but I thought it looked a little too arranged. So I wanted to stop and look at it. And if you look at the whole thing, it crosses over almost like an asterisk. So let's look at it from this way. Yeah. That's pretty interesting. And then those two are broken over towards the path. Huh. It's right here where I found breaks and stuff too, right past the arched tree, which I don't know if that's natural or not. I was figuring it was. There are 2 breaks in an arch right here also. And that hill is so thick, I have never been up in there. And this is where I got flanked by one who followed me all the way up the hill making weird noises, like birds and woodpeckers and whistles. Okay. My husband pointed this out to me. He just saw it. What are those even? What are those? They're all lined up and parallel to each other. They're not, it's those hollow type things. You know what I mean?
I do.
I don't know what they are.
Pokeberries.
Oh, pokeberries. I wonder why they're there. Interesting, huh? Right there where that limb was broke too. Not too long ago, maybe a couple of months ago. And this. Okay.